So I've thought about it, and if there were one word to describe my life here in this really hectic city, it would be peaceful. It's because I'm a yoga teacher, and it's not just my job, but it's really a way of life for me. So on, any typical morning, I wake up and I go for a leisurely walk in the park. I come home and sip some tea, and I wait for my first student to arrive. I see my students right in my home, and because I live alone by Rock Creek Park, it's really quiet and it's peaceful. So my job is peaceful, and my life is peaceful. My home is peaceful. So often I feel really bored. But I've come up with a solution for this, which is to watch on a really regular basis a show you may have heard of called Law and Order. Oh, you have heard of it. There's something about the murder and the violence and the sex crimes. It makes me feel so balanced at the end of the day. So I sleep really well at night, and I wake up and I start my peaceful day all over again. But then there was this one day last year, and I woke up and I went into the kitchen to put on water for tea, and there was something weird, The fan was on. I have this small circular desk fan, and I put it on top of the cabinets over the stove because the exhaust doesn't work. And not only is the fan on, but the grill is on the floor. That's the front part it's like a grate, You want to stick your fingers through and see if they'll get cut off. That part's on the floor. And this is just really weird because I don't remember turning it on the night before. So my mind starts to process this. Why is the fan on? Who turned on the fan? Did I turn it on last night? I don't think I turned it on last night. I'm pretty sure when I came home, I went straight to bed. I didn't even go into the kitchen, and I can't even reach the fan. So I would have had to go into the closet to get the step stool, and that's not out. Why is the fan on? Who turned on the fan? I start to think of explanations for this. So first I email my landlady. Maybe maintenance was in my apartment. But she writes back, and she's like, maybe it was squirrels. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, how could a squirrel get into my apartment and hit that little power button? Makes no sense. So then I think, ghosts, it could have been ghosts because I totally believe in ghosts. But, why would they mess with your kitchen appliances? That doesn't make any sense. So as I come up with my third explanation, I feel kind of yucky and my stomach drops. Maybe while I was sleeping last night alone, someone came into my apartment. Like that time on Law and Order when that guy broke through that chick's skylight because he was responding to a rape fantasy ad? Or when the piano prodigy let a rapist in right through the front door, he was pretending to help her with groceries? Or when the lost luggage delivery guy, he was buzzed right in despite being a serial killer. Suddenly things aren't feeling very peaceful. But my first student of the day, Evan, he's about to arrive, and he doesn't want to hear about ghost stories and serial rapists, so he just wants some peace and quiet. Evan arrives. Hey, Evan, how are you feeling today? Yeah. How's the arthritis? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's about the same. It's okay, yeah. Do you think you could come into the kitchen for a second? Because something weird happened. I can't really explain it. I thought you might have an idea. Somehow I get through this lesson. And later in the day, I was up at the studio where I teach group classes. And it was a really nice distraction from all the Law and Order scenarios running through my head until the very end of class. So everyone just go ahead and lie down on your back. Close your eyes. Rest your head on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. And as you notice your thoughts come and go, just let them pass like clouds. And as soon as I say it, my thought clouds are coming in back like a hurricane. Did someone really break into my apartment last night? Oh my God, why do I watch so much Law and Order? Wait a second. I watch watch like a lot of Law and Order. How many times have I watched the detectives pick apart a crime scene and solve the crime? I can totally figure this out. What would Detective Olivia Benson do? So my students are lying on the ground with their eyes closed, and I pretend that I have a short brown bob haircut. I've got a gun and a badge on my hip, and my partner Elliot, he's on his way for backup. And I look at the crime scene out in front of me. No sign of forced entry, no fluids or fingerprints. There's no history of break-ins in this place. But what is this? What is this on the grill? It looks like there's a plastic rim and like a little screw that looks kind of broken. I guess what happened is that screw finally broke in the middle of the night, causing the grill to pop off the fan and hit the power button before it crashed to the floor. No one was in this apartment last night. It was just a faulty screw. Case closed. Back in the land of reality, I'm so relieved. I have CSI'd the shit out of my own crime scene. Whew, I finish the class, and I go home again, alone. I sink into the couch and sip a little tea, and I click on the remote so I can once again watch my violent, murdery, sex crimes television again in peace. Thank you. I depend on me.